Best inspirational quotes by successful people. He has achieved success who has lived well, laughed often and loved much. Bessie Anderson Stanley. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. Nora Roberts. Henry Ford could get anything out of men because he just talked and would tell them stories. He'd never say, "I want this done." He'd say, "I wonder if we can do it." George Brown. Those who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. Edgar Allan Poe. The key to happiness is having dreams, the key to success is making them come true. James Allen. Life is a series of problem-solving opportunities. The problems you face will either defeat you or develop you depending on how you respond to them. Rick Warren. All men who have achieved great things have been great dreamers. Horizon Sweat Marden. Success is doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. Jim Rohn. I start with the premise that the function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Ralph Nader. Never walk away from failure. On the contrary, study it carefully and imaginatively for its hidden assets. Michael Korda. Nothing ever comes to one that is worth having except as a result of hard work. Booker T. Washington. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control your attitude toward what happens to you, and in that, you will be mastering change rather than allowing it to master you. Brian Tracy. I learned that the only way you are going to get anywhere in life is to work hard at it. Whether you're a musician, a writer, an athlete, or a businessman, there is no getting around it. If you do, you'll win, if you don't, you won't. Bruce Jenner. Unless you are willing to drench yourself in your work beyond the capacity of the average man, you are just not cut out for positions at the top. J.C. Penney. Success is not measured by what a man accomplishes, but by the opposition he has encountered and the courage with which he has maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. Charles Lindbergh. If you have the will to win, you have achieved half your success. If you don't, you have achieved half your failure. David Ambrose. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't try. Beverly Sills. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. Ronald E. Osborne. Your success and happiness lie in you. Helen Keller. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential. John Maxwell. Get inspired, be consistent.